Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are going to be building a natural styled entry. So I told y'all I was going to be adding some natural stuff to my channel eventually, and this was a build that I was testing for a new natural island that I was working on, and I didn't end up keeping it. I ended up doing a completely different vibe for it. However, I thought still sharing this entry build with y'all today would be great for anyone needing some entry inspo or recreating this for a different spot on their island. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you hit that like and subscribe button to help me grow my channel. I just started my YouTube channel about 3 months ago, so all of the support truly does help. I also do a lot of city core builds, so my channel is going to be basically a little bit of everything when it comes to Animal Crossing builds, and I'll be sharing other non-Animal Crossing content on my YouTube channel as well. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing what I do as a creator. All codes that I'm using today can be found in the video's description as well as my socials. If you have an Instagram account, be sure to check me out because I have tons of natural and city core codes on my profile that you can use for your island. A lot of the codes that I use sometimes on builds, I can't always share the MA in the description due to the owner's requests, so that's why I highly recommend making an Instagram account for that reason. I also put this disclaimer out on every single of my videos, so if you're a regular follower, you already have heard me say this a bajillion times, but to our newcomers, my camera is really zoomed out due to a console running custom firmware. This is a modded console, so you will see my camera be zoomed out like this on every single of my videos. I keep it on because I take photos for people on Instagram and on my channel, so it is always going to be super zoomed out like that. If you want to learn more about modding, head over to my Instagram Q&A highlight, and I have a bunch of information in there, but be sure to also check out the YouTube channel I have linked for y'all. That YouTube channel covers everything about modding, how to mod your console, etc. So I highly recommend going there because I am no expert when it comes to it, and you will have a really nice person to be able to guide you through the process. So as mentioned earlier, my name is Nora and I do a lot of Animal Crossing theme building. You're going to see a ton of different themes on my channel. I do a lot of tutorials and speed builds in hopes that it'll help inspire somebody who is struggling on Animal Crossing or needs that extra motivation to keep playing while we wait for an Animal Crossing update. I still cannot believe we have had no Animal Crossing update. Nintendo has promised us like 3 years of updates, and I'm truly shocked that we didn't even get a new Summer Wave update, so hopefully they have something big for us in store. I know that the people who work on Animal Crossing have been busy creating different games. However, I'm worried that Animal Crossing is going to slowly die out because everybody wants a new update. A lot of people don't theme build like I do, and maybe like y'all do because you watch my channel and you work on your islands and make them aesthetic and all that good stuff. But a lot of people do just play Animal Crossing for the simulation purpose and just to have a fun island and have friends with and do, events on. So hopefully we get something good soon. Let me know in the comment section below what updates you're hoping to see on Animal Crossing. I actually feel really nostalgic lately, and I wanted to hop on New Leaf just to see what things haven't been on our new Animal Crossing game yet. And I noticed that there was some beautiful violet flowers, and I really hope that we get those because on the new natural that I've been working on my Instagram, it would match my current natural theme that I'm doing so well. So if you follow my Instagram, you're also gonna know that I've been trialing new themes for 5 days. It's why I was late actually on my YouTube channel for this week's video. I usually post on YouTube every 3 days with new content, and I am a few days behind because I have hit a block on what to build until the other day. So I am going to be building a natural island that has a really whimsical vibe to it, but it's also a mountain core, so it's a really weird mixture, honestly, because there's some cottagecore accents to it. I don't really know what to call it, so I'm just going to call it my natural mutt island because that is basically what it is right now. It's a mutt. So I really like it though. I think it's a really nice colorful combo, and I think that people are going to have a lot of fun when visiting it. However, I'm still trying to brainstorm my next city core idea. I did try actually the kid core that I mentioned on my recent video, And I found out the hard way that the ideas that I have are nearly impossible to do on Animal Crossing. With that being said, y'all have been requesting some kid core builds on my channel, and we're still gonna totally do those. I'll teach y'all how to do some generic kid core styled things to put on those type of islands, but I don't think I'll do a DA around that aesthetic anytime soon because I'm probably gonna have to make a lot of the codes myself. So right now, what I'm brainstorming for a new city core is either something tropical with like a retro twist to it, or I'll do like a Tokyo inspired island. I'm also interested in a couple other themes, but I think those first two ones are kind of what I'm leaning towards at the moment. I also want to, do a couple of natural islands as well, but to do a natural island, it takes me a little longer to actually feel motivated to do them. I actually struggle a lot with natural islands. I know it doesn't look like it. Y'all say, oh my gosh, Nora, I love your natural build so much. But like, I have been stressing out on how I want my natural stuff to look for like 5 days now. I just really do struggle with them. Like, they're hard for me to get motivated in because they're so simple to what I usually do. And I think that's my issue. I just get really bored with them quickly. So if I do a natural, I really want it to feel different and, have like my own flair to it, because naturals just feel way too simple to me at times. Even though I truly love the vibes they give off, I think they're so beautiful, especially all the ones that I see on Instagram all the time. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I wish I could make a natural look like that, because I literally redo a natural entry a bajillion times until I'm like, okay, I give up. This is as good as it's gonna get. And this video is actually one of those trials. As mentioned earlier, I liked how it turned out, but it just felt way too simple for me. And I know a lot of people do like the simple aesthetic, so I went ahead and recorded this trial in hopes that if I didn't keep it, maybe it'll help somebody out there. So it was like generally going to be a really simple airy forest vibe, and then I changed my mind and did something with color. I also want to let y'all know that on July 27th, I'm going to be going in for some oral surgery, so I won't be posting for a few days. I'm going to be a little behind, so bear with me when I'm really quiet during that week. I have to heal from the surgery I'm getting done, and it takes a few days, roughly about a week. So I'll probably be posting and playing some Animal Crossing while I heal up, and maybe share some photos on Instagram, but there'll definitely be no videos during that healing period. So wish me luck on the work that I have to get done. I hate going to the dentist so much, but I can't wait to not be in pain, because I've been struggling with dental pain for like 3 weeks now, and I cannot wait to get all of that done. So back to the video. As you can see, we've made a lot of progress. We got a bridge and incline going, and there's going to be a lot more going on as we progress this. So I also showed y'all in the video later on how I transitioned both areas with the bridge and incline. They're not going to be fully decorated, but I wanted to give y'all an idea on how you can transition from both areas, to give you an idea if you were to recreate this on your entry or a different spot on your island. I'm super obsessed with this dirt path that I've been placing. It is a stunning design. It feels very realistic. So if you are somebody looking for a nice dirt path, I definitely recommend this one. It just has a lot of nice details to it, and there's a lot of pieces, so you can make it feel super natural when placing it. So you can obviously change the flower combination that I'm using. I just wanted to do something super simple and airy feeling, but any color of flower would work great with this build. It depends on the theme that you are choosing to do, but I wanted to keep it very realistic and simple. So if you are somebody doing like a nature styled island, this would work for your theme. My biggest advice when you're doing a natural that is supposed to be realistic is by going off of a real life place on the earth. For example, a lot of my natural inspo comes from where I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and I try to do a lot of terraform based on the mountains. It's kind of where my style kind of came from. So always find like your muse and inspiration when you're doing natural islands, especially if you're going for something realistic, or if you're doing something more in the mythical fantasy style. Definitely go off of maybe like a movie. I am that person who literally will watch a movie based on the theme that I'm doing. For example, like when I was working on my Chinese island a long time ago, I watched Mulan. When I did my under the sea island, I watched Ariel, and it gives me also an excuse to watch a fun, Disney movie marathon with my daughter. But I always find like things that help me keep myself motivated and inspired. So something I always do on all of my natural islands is I cluster in a lot of different shrubs and flowers together. This is going to make your island feel super realistic. It's going to fill in space more. It's going to make it feel definitely more full and alive. So if you are somebody who's struggling with a lot of open space and doesn't know how to really fill an area in, this is what I do and how I make my islands when it comes to natural builds. And this is going to also make your island, have that Pinterest worthy photo that you always want. If you are somebody like me who always goes on Pinterest and is like, oh my gosh, I wish my island feel really lush and looked like this. This is what a lot of people do to make their islands feel very realistic. So I'm going to go ahead and keep filling in with shrubs and flowers to fill this in, and then we're going to start expanding that terraform out by the incline to do like a transition area. Keep in mind that this does not have to be just an entry. All you have to do is decorate it to like the area of the map that you're on. It would work great in the middle of your map, on the edge of the map. You just have to obviously, make some changes if it's in a different location to maybe how we started the entry part of this build. But I think it's a pretty solid style, and I am just really obsessed with throwing waterfalls basically everywhere on a natural island. I don't know why I'm like that. I just enjoy a lot of waterfall clutter. So if you're curious on other themes that I've released and done full islands around, head over to my Instagram and I have a dream address highlight, and y'all can go visit a bunch of islands that I've created. And if you are somebody wanting to have a new island but doesn't know how to go about getting a new island started, make sure you also check my Q&A highlight out, as I have a guide on how you can have multiple dream addresses. So a little off topic, let me know what other games y'all are playing besides Animal Crossing. Lately I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley, and I'm hoping to restart my Skyrim save file in probably the next few days. I love Skyrim so much, it's one of my all-time favorite games. I also have been playing some Breath of the Wild. I really do need to finish the game before the new one comes out. I have not finished the game. I'm still trying to get all of the Divine Beasts done, so hopefully I get that finished. I'm also playing a lot of games like Banjo-Kazooie and retro styled games. I love the older games so much, so maybe we'll add some of that to the YouTube channel if y'all are interested in it. I'm also going to be hopefully streaming again, but it'll be on my YouTube now instead of on my Facebook. And we're going to do a lot of really fun collab streams with my partner, and we have a lot of fun content planned for y'all, so I hope y'all enjoy it a lot. I'm also considering on doing like a podcast eventually, so let me know if that's something y'all would be interested in. But as about like, streaming stuff, I've been doing it here and there on my Discord. Sometimes I do like laid back streams when I'm building on my Animal Crossing island, just wanting someone to hang out with me as I build. So if you are wanting to, get to know me better as a creator, head over to my Discord, which is linked, and y'all can see me build sometimes. I also want to say thank you so much for 6K subscribers. I cannot believe we've hit that number in 3 months. Like, that is insane. So thank you so much for supporting my channel, and for everyone else who will continue to support me as well. Definitely please do hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. It does help me grow. It really does mean a lot. So if you do hit that like and subscribe button, thank you so much in advance. So I went ahead and finished expanding that terraform out, and what I would do in that location is either fill the terraform out more, or I would start placing some of my villager houses there and then like terraform around them to make like a really cozy area. There are so many opportunities with this build that you could do, but again, as mentioned earlier, I'm going to show y'all some basic transitions that you could do on your island. So right now I'm just adding some more details to the waterfall terraform. I'm expanding as needed in the location as well, and then we're going to start working on the other transition towards the right side of Plaza. Also, if you are new to building like this on Animal Crossing, to stop tree growth, all you need to do is plant a piece of fruit on either side of the tree. Does not matter what location, as long as it's next to the tree's base, and it will not grow. So this is how I add dimension and different tiered trees to all of my islands. So even though I'm filling this spot in with trees, if you are going for a cottagecore styled island, you could also put a really cute sitting area using tree stumps here with a little small wooden table, or you could use like a table with a cloth and do like a picnic area. You do not have to fill this in with just a bunch of greenery. As mentioned earlier in the video, I was keeping this build pretty simple, but this would also work great for a cottagecore styled island. All right, y'all, so that is it for today's video. As mentioned earlier, we didn't decorate any of the transition areas, but if you're wanting an idea on how to transition from the bridge, what I would do is add an extra level of terraform with waterfalls, and then those waterfalls fall near the plaza. I would do like a sunken waterfall style, and then an incline also leading up to where the bridge is. That is a good way of transitioning into heavy terraformed entries like we did today. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you next video.